And welcome back to Field 2 for this Division III men's matchup between the Des Moines Roosters and the North Texas Devils. Des Moines 0-1 on today, losing to Oklahoma 8-4-52. They kicked 2 straight 12. And North Texas looks to improve to 2-0 after beating Nashville 5-1-31 to 4-3-22. So just about set to go on this one, just waiting for the umpire to blow his whistle and put the ball to the sky. In what continues to be a really breezy day here in Florida. Should just be about all set to go. We're just waiting on one last field umpire. And here we go. Des Moines versus North Texas is underway here from Field 2. Ball brought to ground. Kicked forward into the North Texas forward 50. Jacob Spain with the ball for the Roosters. Now over to Lane Bender. Moving quickly up the center of the ground and into the forward 50 for Des Moines. Sliding mark taken by number 33, Warren May Jr., kicking into the wind, and it'll be the first shot on goal for either side.
The forward 50 arc of North Texas. A little bit of run with the ball through the midfield, and now a shot for Des Moines.
So Warren May with the shot, and talk a lot about the wind that they're going into. It's more the crosswind, too, as that ball curves off just to the right. It'll be a boundary throw.
It's a very, very tricky wind today, both sides, whether you're going into the head or you have
Or
the tail.
rather, it's out on full.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a tailwind this direction, so Des Moines definitely has a little bit of an advantage, but you have to be able to keep it locked in that forward 50.
Handball out wide, picked up by North Texas. Zach Canterbury on the ball. Thomas Clark looking for some space. Joseph Thorne grabbed it, but the umpire will blow this play dead.
You're seeing a lot of congestion right now by Des Moines. I think one of the things they did a really good job in their back line of was keeping space, and you're starting to see that. The biggest thing you need to be careful of, you've got wind, you need to keep your spacing on both sides of the ball so that you have opportunities at goal.
So Ruben Smith handballs it off to Jacob Judge. Little kick on short, bounces into the forward 50. Joseph Thorne out wider, ball in dispute on the ground. Handball straight to North Texas, and they'll just kick it out of danger into an empty center square. Josh Judge on the ball for the Roosters. Going to ground is Josh Canterbury. And free kick will go the way of the Devils.
Yeah, it was a great pressure from the North Texas team to get that ball, getting a little holding the ball action. See how North Texas moves the ball into this headwind. You're not going to be able to kick it as far as you want to right now. And if I'm Des Moines, I'm standing in front of my North Texas player, and it's going to give me a chance to intercept.
So the kick now from Aiden Spear. Picked up by North Texas is Josh Canterbury. Kicked into the forward 50. Two on one on the ball. Nice move to get away from the pressure. At least get the ball into some open space. Now picked up by Des Moines. Jacob Judge moves it forward. Takes a bounce. Has a second. And it goes awry off of his boot. Banged forward to the center of the ground, giving chase after it is Joseph Judge, picked up by North Texas. Just played it to an open wing, lets it take a bounce for number 18, Christopher James.
That was really, really good work by North Texas there down the this left side of the field. They're starting to connect with that short kick game, and it's going to result in a forward 50 opportunity.
So Thomas Clark from the corridor bangs one inside 50 over the back. Des Moines affected the spoil, and they will call that as
they're going to call that
free.
A throw, I believe, for Des Moines or North Texas. Apologies.
Yeah, so North Texas will have a shot against the wind. See if they actually decide to take it or look for an option. And
this is a perfect opportunity right now. North Texas is leaving that center right in front of the goal wide open. If I was them right now, I would be trying to send some leads in there. This is a hard kick to make.
So here's Josh Canterbury's try. Didn't make the journey, and it's tapped over for a throw.
Now, if you're North Texas, you need to take better chances. That needs to be an opportunity you have on goal versus kind of a ball-up situation. You really want to try and aim for the top of that goal square so one of your big forwards can get a mark and get a shot on goal.
So ball up right by the sticks, tap down. Here's North Texas spinning away, number 24. Rushed by the tackle, Stephen Bass couldn't get the kick away. Into the forward pocket, running onto it is Christopher James. And it's through for a behind.
North Texas's forward 50 pressure there really kind of resulted in that behind, getting a point on the board. Every point you can get against the wind right now is a major advantage for the team that has to deal with it.
So North Texas first to hit the board, it's one behind. In the early stages of this one, 5 minutes into the opening term. Ball on the outer side wing. A little handball over to Zach Canterbury. Spoiled out by Jacob Spain, and it'll go over the boundary line for a throw-in. Ball flung back into play, punched away by Joshua Curtis. Jacob Gross took his man down. Ball was still on the ground. Tried to kick it away was William Musak. It'll be a free kick for Des Moines.
Des Moines had some really, really good pressure around the ball. I think once they get the ball in their hands, they need to take just a split second longer to make these decisions. You have advantage right now in this tailwind. You have to take advantage, or it's going to get, I think it'll get pretty ugly in the second half.
Des Moines into the center. Peter Bailey couldn't take the mark. Handballed further up the ground in the corridor. North Texas really applying this pressure on the Roosters.
Yeah, Des Moines staying around the ball. I think the biggest thing, again, they just have to, they're trying to run with it before they pick it up. If you take a split, I'm telling you, take a split second longer, they're going to have more opportunities at goal.
Missing the handball was Aiden Spear.
Yeah,
and it's a goal.
That's a big, big goal for North Texas. I wouldn't necessarily call it against the run of play on that, but they were able to keep it kind of on the ground a little bit dirty and take advantage of it. In this, it's getting pretty blistery on the wind. I think it just picked up about 5 to 10 miles an hour just sitting here.
Yeah, the max gusts that we saw on the weather report for this afternoon was up to 18 miles an hour as William Lyon puts home the first goal for North Texas. It's 1-1-7. Des Moines yet to score on the Watch AFL scoreboard. Back in the middle we go. Ruck contest won by the North Texas Devils. Forced back into their defensive 50. Zach Canterbury with the ball. It'll be holding the ball free, paid against the North Texas Devils. So Des Moines are going to get a shot here.
No, it looks like it's going to North Texas.
North Texas, yeah. Excuse me.
Nope, all good.
Thomas Clark with the mark, and an occasion where working against the wind actually helped them.
Yeah, you can see though. I think Des Moines just got to do a little bit more staying in front of the North Texas players right now. You watch the ball go up in front of us. It is like walking into a brick wall right now. Even right there, it's just going to sit down, and it's an opportunity for the opposing team to get it. Let's see what Des Moines can do here.
Off the hands of Canterbury, Jacob Spain with a little handball inside. Ball on the ground, Lane Bender, and it'll be a free kick the way of Des Moines, tackled without the ball. So kick into the center of the ground, mark taken by Stephen Smith. He goes long into the 50. Ball overruns, ball over the heads of the pack, and it rolls out of bounds for a throw. Nicholas Coffey couldn't track it down in time. So here's the throw in off the hands of Peter Bailey. Into the middle of the ground for Benjamin Judge, who looks to go towards goal. Handball off to Bender. Bender with the kick. Didn't get a clean contact on that ball, and North Texas will have an exit here. Zach Canterbury marks on the wing.
Yeah, excellent work by North Texas there. Kept their composure. They also didn't flood the middle. Flooding the middle or the forward 50 can make it so that when the ball comes out, you don't have a ton of opportunity to kind of, you want to stop that kick, especially when you're coming into a headwind. You should be able to pick it off if you're Des Moines, and North Texas kept their spacing.
Christopher James pinged for holding the ball, and Des Moines will move it on quickly. Benjamin Judge looking to kick around the corner, and the wind is going to bring that too far right, and it's out on the full.
It's a good idea. Des Moines starting to get a little more ball, a little more run with the ball. Every time they have those opportunities, it looks like Judge has been doing a great job kind of taking space. But you got to finish. You saw that first game, the score that went out is 2-12. You cannot win football games here with that, especially when you start with the wind.
So the goal umpire called it a behind. The umpire will confer.
It sure looked to me like it was out on the side.
I think I'd have to agree with you.
We just got to call out on the full. Yeah.
Yep, and so take that behind off the scoreboard. It's still 7-0 in favor of the North Texas Devils. And just look at that curve as it goes off to the right.
It's going to be like this all weekend. I think this is a big day. The teams that figure out how to use this are going to be the teams that have an advantage tomorrow. Who knows what's going to happen in the second half? It might help Des Moines. Maybe they're better with that because they have that run.
Ball tapped down to ground by Stephen Smith. Handball straight to the North Texas defender and James Drummond. Centering ball. Kicked off the ground. Picked up by North Texas, able to get the handball away before the tackle. But the umpire is going to blow it dead. It'll be a free kick the way of Des Moines. So Reuben Smith will get the free. Just outside the 50, he'll handball it off. Here's Jacob Judge going for goal, and once again, is this going to go off to the right and over the line?
Yeah, it's going to be on the full again. You got to get it kind of between those posts. Even a point right now is going to help. Like if it's going to be this type of just slog it out, grind it out game, every opportunity that goes on the full, it should, like, if you get a point, you have a better chance at this thing. Let's see what happens. Oh,
and almost an intercept mark for Jacob Judge from the kick-in. Now the kick-ins are going to be difficult too.
Yes.
Umpire says I'll have it on the edge of the 50. So they'll throw it up in the air. Des Moines Ruck taps it straight to the North Texas defender. Ball into the center of the ground. Picked up by William Lyon.
Yeah, that's great defense by Des Moines right there. They're doing a good job for the most part on North Texas through the middle. I think the biggest thing for them is just going to be coming down to finishing and being able to read the ball in this wind.
Kick was too far out of the way of Jacob Judge, and it'll be a throw. 12 minutes into this opening half. It's still just North Texas that's hit the scoreboard, 1-1-7. And Texas comes away from that stoppage with the ball, kicked it straight to Joey Abdallah in the center of the ground.
It was good spacing by Joey. That's what I was talking about earlier, how everybody's getting sucked in. They had an opportunity there and see what they can do with it.
Looked further center, Jacob Spain with a long kick towards goal. That one will be marked on the line. And this should be Des Moines' first goal.
That was great ball movement, starting from the mark in the middle, the intercept mark, the hands or the short kick, all the way down the line. You saw what happens when you get that wind as an advantage. They have 8 minutes now to try and get another couple of goals. I think you need another 1 or 2 if you're Des Moines for any chance to come back into it.
And Nicholas Coffey finishes off of that good mark in the goal square. And the first major goes to the Des Moines Roosters. It's 1 straight 6. They trail the North Texas Devils 1-7. That's 6 minutes to go in the first half. Back underway in the middle. North Texas gets the clearance. Kick by William Lyon. Goes straight to Des Moines. Little one-touch kick. Jacob Judge. Now with it is Benjamin Judge.
Yeah, and see now North Texas is starting to try and get a little bit greedy on their run-in. All of their players are starting to move towards the ball. You need to keep the spacing in wind like this when you have an opportunity to play. Yeah. Good intercept.
Kick to the edge of 50. Ground ball kicked in by Josh Canterbury. And Canterbury looks towards the wing. Has Marcus Sobel, who can't complete the mark. Tackled down by Josh Judge, and that...
Oh, it's going to be in the back.
Yeah. It was either going to be holding the ball or in the back, and the free kick goes the way of the Devils.
Yeah, it's really good pressure by 3-4. I think he just got a little bit too high and kind of pushed him into it. You got to be a little bit lower on your tackles if you want that turnover.
Option on short. No mark taken. The Des Moines player tried to spoil instead of marking it. It'll be a throw just in front of us.
I mean, you can kind of see it with the setup right now. Des Moines doing a pretty good job of staying separated. You don't want everybody like clogged into that ball area. North Texas is not as far in. You can see the run that Des Moines getting right now by 23, and they're going to get another ball up for it.
Isaiah Smith just trying to tap it along further to gain some space. A little too much mustard on the kick, and it'll be out for a throw.
He got really fortunate, though, because he did kick it, and had that been cleared the line, it would have been a kick to Texas. You got a lot of opportunity right now for Des Moines. You got to capitalize.
Peter Bailey with the handball, trying to get one to a player really tight in on goal. Sean Joey Abdallah marks. Thought about playing on. Umpire didn't tell him to, so he can go back. Now he plays on, looking to center one to the top of the goal square. And no mark taken. Quick kick couldn't be taken by Joshua Curtis. And it'll be out on the full. I know the umpire calling for a throw-in.
Must have gotten touched off the kick.
Because it certainly looked like that could have been, that was a very dangerous opportunity for Curtis to get a goal.
It looks like Des Moines got one in front. I think the ruckman was holding Peter Bailey. He's getting a shot at probably about a 20-meter set shot for another opportunity at a 6.
And directly in front as well. So Peter Bailey with a chance for Des Moines second. And goal umpire doesn't move. He's got it. It's 2 straight 12. The Roosters 1-1-7 the Devils on the Watch AFL scoreboard. 5-point lead for the Roosters.
You're seeing Des Moines start to play a little bit more in front of the North Texas players on the defensive side. That is a necessity. Abdullah's doing a great job of doing that. You have to keep doing that across the line, though. They're putting those things together, but I think this lead, about 5 points right now, I think you need at least one more to keep it close or have any opportunity.
They're going to have to do it quick. About 90 seconds left in this first half. Tap down. Ruck contest won by the Des Moines Ruck. Coming away with it is Jacob Gross. Being chased down from behind by Smith, and it's holding the ball. He's gone. A little too much time with the ball was Gross, and now North Texas will move forward. Here's Kyle Bass waiting for his team to get set up inside the 50. Kick goes straight to the Rooster, who tracked that one the whole way. About a minute left in this half. They'll look to recenter. Ball takes a bounce over the head of Sean Chacon. Now on the ground away from William Musek. Handball, Jacoby Smith. Banged into North Texas's 50. This dies at the line. Into the far forward pocket. Punched away from the scrum. Here's Benjamin Judge. And it'll be a free kick the way of the Devils.
Yeah, I think it looks like someone might have gotten pinged for a throw there. It's interesting. Des Moines is keeping themselves together pretty well in the back line right now, but they have the wind going with them. Very curious, this is going to be a tug-of-war the other direction to see if Des Moines' defense can hold into the tailwind.
So siren could go any second. In fact, it does. And that will end this first half of play that has been really affected by the wind, a lot more than the previous games today. And it's 2 straight 12. North Texas leads. Des Moines leads, rather. 1 over 1-1-7. The North Texas Devils. So how is this going to change up? Now that
it's not going to change.
Yeah,
the wind's going to stay the same.
So Texas is now going with the wind. You were saying that Des Moines needed to take their opportunities in this half while they had it. Is this something that's going to come back to bite them?
I don't know if it will necessarily. So one thing I did see, North Texas got the ball a lot into their forward 50, but Des Moines held strong on that, and they did a good job on pressure. So if you stay around the players and force the kicks, a lot can happen to people. You can miss one like point blank in front. I think the fact that you've seen Des Moines do a really good job running with the ball, carrying, using hand passes, that might actually come to their advantage when they're going against the wind. You just got to be really careful on those kicks. If North Texas stays in front of their Des Moines players, they're going to have every opportunity to intercept and just bomb it into that defense.
So 12-7, Roosters lead it after the first half. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the second half here from Field 2 at the USAFL Nationals in 2023. Back for the second half between Des Moines and Texas. Texas off the opening contest. Picking it up is Noah Gracie. Zach Canterbury. Kicking it forward is Jacoby Smith inside 50. And he'll just roll over for a boundary throw.
Really looks like that pocket seems to be the fun place of the ball to end up today. I wonder if there are magnets over there. But all seriousness aside, you see the difference right away, right? North Texas has the ball. Immediately they get a punch forward, and they're just trying to use that wind to just stick it in Des Moines' forward area.
So throw-ins up, taken out of the air by number 32, who I don't have on this sheet.
Great mark, though, by Des Moines, and see how they handle the wind into out of their defense.
So Des Moines' first time going forward against the wind. They went short to Jacob Judge. Hemmed in inside the defensive pocket. We'll look towards the wing. Ball dies and mark taken by Zach Canterbury.
Yeah, if you're Des Moines, you can't let that happen. You need to put a contest on every single ball that's coming out of your 50, your back 50. Otherwise, it's going to be a long half for the Roosters.
Here's the aforementioned 32 looking to kick around on a tight angle, and it'll be through for a behind. So on the near side wing, couldn't complete the mark, was Peter Bailey, and it'll roll over the line for a boundary throw.
Yeah, you're going to need some forwards and some of your ruckmen to start moving up a little bit, especially with the wind. You do not, again, North Texas is going to start playing in front on these. You have to come up and make sure, just create contests.
Ball in dispute on the ground. With it is Josh Judge, who's able to get it away. Umpire says, I'll have it, and we'll throw it up. Able to get the handball away, Michael Chapman. Moving forward, Jacoby Smith. Over to Larry Page, looking for goal, and just couldn't get it enough distance.
Last second defense there by Des Moines. It's not out of their 50, though. You see what this wind is doing. It's going to be relentless.
Another that kick from the Devils goes wide for a behind.
Yeah.
So it's 1-3-9 against two straight 12.
You can hear the North Texas coach from across the way, too. They just want constant pressure. I don't even think right now they're worried necessarily about getting... I mean, everybody wants a goal, but right now they just want to keep it in that forward 50. Generally, something good happens and you can keep it in there the entire half.
All you need is one mistake to be able to get a good shot on goal, and here's Des Moines.
100%.
Des Moines looking to escape, going down to ground is Jody Ritchie. And dangerous tackle goes the way of Des Moines. They'll get the free kick.
Yeah, good pressure by Des Moines. North
Texas,
yeah.
Excuse me.
That's good pressure by Des Moines, though. Those are tough. You want to be aggressive on the ball. You just got to be careful about how you make the player land.
Spoiled out the back. North Texas comes away with the secondary opportunity, puts it towards goal. Sliding down to take that mark, couldn't get it in time. Picking it up is number 32 for North Texas, just skies one over to the top of the square. Spoiled out of the back, trying to kick as he's tackled, and able to get it through. It's a goal for North Texas.
Yeah, the wind is definitely affecting things. I wouldn't say that was the prettiest goal, but at the end of the day, you just need to get it through the two posts. And North Texas has sustained the pressure enough that they were that goal was completely created off of pressure in that forward 50. Des Moines, they've got to use a little more with the ball. I think, especially with the wind, you're not going to be able to kick it 50 meters down the field.
So North Texas hit the front. It's 2-3-15 to 2 straight 12. On the Watch AFL scoreboard, back to the middle we go. Attacking it out of the middle, just a long thump forward. Thomas Clark with the hit out from center. Eye contact against North Texas. Des Moines will get the ball.
And so this is one of those moments right now. This is an opportunity. It's not into your defensive 50. You got to be smart with it. Whether or not you're using the run, whether or not you're finding a short kick, you got to be careful on these things. You're not going to be able to bomb it out.
Abdallah looks down the far side, off the hands of a North Texas Devil. Here is James Drummond had a hand on it, and
it's going to be high contact. Looks like North Texas football,
and a little bit of chippiness after the play as well. Evan Hall for Des Moines. North Texas looking to center the ball, and very easy mark, uncontested, in front of goal. And it'll be a shot coming up for Matthew Gleason. So Matthew Gleason directly in front, not too far, and it'll bend back.
Nope.
And it'll bend too far to the left. It's a behind.
It did bend. It just didn't bend the way they wanted. But again, every point for North Texas is going to be great too. So you're looking at 4 behinds now. If you can lock it in and even get 2 to 3 more behinds in this game, all of a sudden you're asking Des Moines to score 2 goals against this wind. It becomes a really, really big challenge. You just got to see how Des Moines is going to do this. They're leaving everybody out on top of the 50. They're not really giving any relief valve. They want the contest. So let's see what happens.
Playing on out of the square. Looking up the wing. Peter Bailey couldn't complete the mark. Bailey goes down to ground to collect it. Kicks it forward. Spoiled by North Texas. It's still within their attacking 50. And it'll be a goal for North Texas. That whistle came from another field, and it's just all North Texas again in the second half. 3 goals for the North Texas Devils.
Yeah, I mean, out of the midfield, like right away. Like let's break these things down and what we're seeing. Every tap that's coming out of that center square right now is just a punch straight forward. North Texas wants this game to be played on one half of the field, and that's their forward half. And this wind is allowing them the opportunity to do it. You have to take advantage of your opportunities when you have these clean marks that Des Moines is getting. You cannot drop these things. If they do that, you might get some kind of comeback on this, but you're going to start running out of time really quickly.
So 10-point lead for the North Texas Devils. It's 3-4-22 against 2 straight kicks, 12. Umpire throws it up. Tapped forward by Thomas Clark. And North Texas once again going on attack on the ball. Picking it up is William Mussack. Affecting the contest was Zach Vanderploeg. And they'll kick it forward. Isaiah Smith taps it down to himself, but straight to North Texas, and they'll look to counter back. Here's Zach Canterbury. Couldn't get a clean kick inside 50. Some last-minute pressure came from Des Moines. And it'll be a ball up on the edge of the attacking 50 for North Texas. Taken on the full by William Mussack, and he'll center it out in front. Tapped down by the Des Moines player, and it'll be another goal for North Texas.
Yeah, I think just leaving the ball down in these really dangerous areas for North Texas, and they're just capitalizing on it a little bit more than Des Moines was. I still don't think Des Moines necessarily out of this yet, but you have to find a more effective way to get the ball out of the middle of the ground. if the North Texas ruckman is just sitting there and he's trying to punch the ball out, maybe try and set somebody back a little bit more. It looks like they moved Josh Curtis back there to see if he can do something. But you just got to be very fit. Like, if he can get that, he's all by himself, and you have the North Texas ruckman just looking to punch. If you can get that, you might be able to get an advantage.
50-50 out of the ruck, secondary tap, won by North Texas. Looking outside of the wing. Handballs out further. Here's Daniel Chorzny. Aiden Spear looking towards goal, and that's going to drift far to the right, but it's marked on the line. We'll kick around the corner. Too far. Through to the outer post for a behind. Maybe had a second. Didn't have to play on right away there.
Yeah, you're seeing a little bit more relaxation for the North Texas players. It's like any sport. You can be a little tense when stuff gets tight, and I think you get a 2 to 3 goal cushion here, and all of a sudden you're seeing a little bit more loose. They're getting some pretty, uncontested runs and some easy hand passes, and we just got to see if that continues.
Yeah, the scoreboard pressure is a valuable thing. It's 4-5-29 to 2 straight 12.
Very, 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 very solid play. Like, Des Moines not quitting here, and that's really, really good to see. I think you just need to see the pressure continue. That has to be the biggest thing for them. If they can stay pressured and they can make some of these marks out of the back end of their field, they might be able to create some chances in the forward 50.
So Josh Curtis moves it forward.
But those ones, you got to mark things like that.
Jacob Judge off hands. It went straight to a North Texas Devil. Another mark missed in defensive 50. So putting on the pressure is Stephen Bass. And it's over the line for a throw. Tap won by Michael Chapman. Kick forward to the top of the square. Mark taken, easy goal, empty square. That's another one for Texas. Lane Bender. And now the Devils are running away with it. It's 5-5-36. 5-5. That doesn't seem right now, does it? 5-5-35 to 2 straight 12 on the Watch AFL scoreboard.
Off by a bit, but at this point, they're just a little bit cleaner. They're coming out of the midfield. They're going into that forward 50, and they're converting their shots. This game is all about shot conversion. I think you've seen that the entire afternoon. You're going to continue to see it this weekend.
Des Moines out of the middle. Long handball looking for a man in space. Able to hit the run of 63, Peter Bailey. Bailey still with the ball. Unable to find a friendly teammate to handball it to. And North Texas looking to gain some space. Touching it to the ground. Long kick forward. Into the path of Marcus Sobel. And the ball is just too far ahead of him, and it'll roll out for an out of bounds. But a good result for Texas as it's still within their forward 50. Where they've been able to waste a lot of time and convert a lot of chances, especially here with the win in the second half. Umpire will throw it up. Should be about 5 minutes remaining in this second half. Kick forward by Canterbury. Ran out of space and they'll throw it in. Stuck inside this forward pocket for North Texas, and it'll be a free kick for Des Moines. Ruben Smith will take it. Smith kicked it straight to the Devils. Trying to save it at the line, able to do so. Peter Bailey kicked into the middle of the ground. Takes a unfriendly bounce. Harold Hathaway able to control it. Hathaway, nice evasion from the defender, but he is taken down. It'll be holding the ball. Kicked back in by Michael Chatham. Off the hands of Harding. Marcus Sobel. And hits his man right on the line.
Yeah, that was a great kick. Great kick off the right side of that pocket. Keeping your composure, too. Player that gets the holding the ball call down towards the center of the field. Keeps his eyes up and sees the open player down. Des Moines got a little caught up, I think, in that little bit of a contest there. They didn't actually get back. You got to just make sure you're looking around and moving, and it can be tough, especially with this kind of lead right now. I think we have about 3 minutes left in the game. It's tough to keep your head. This game's all about percentage at the end of the day, and your final placing's affected by how many goals you kind of give up in this little stretch.
So 32 converts. I wish we had his number, but these things happen.
And I think you're seeing like the last goal that North Texas got. Josh Curtis did a great job out of the back. They were able to work to Peter Bailey. I think you're just missing that last bit of connection to try and at least get it towards the goal.
It's 6-5 against 2 straight. And Des Moines will win a free kick for holding the ball. First time it's really been on this side of the ground in quite a while.
That wind's really, really strong right now, and you're just seeing it get kind of shoved straight out of that pocket down that part of the field.
So Vanderplug had a man unable to take the mark. Handballs off to Jacob Judge. Texas is able to take the ball away. Has Aiden Spear all alone in the wing, but that just bounces too far ahead of him and unable to track it down. It'll be a throw-in. Stalemate in the ruck, picked up by Jacob Judge. William Mussack is there for the North Texas Devils. Ruben Smith soccers it off the ground.
Yeah, this is a good little run of play for Des Moines.
Judge. Back into the forward 50 for North Texas. Tracking it down is Tyson Harding. Harding just couldn't get enough bend in it. It's through for a behind. So 6-6-42. Plays 2 straight 12 on the Watch AFL scoreboard.
It's really good pressure, I think, the entire half. You saw North Texas had a pretty clear game plan coming into the second half. They just wanted it on their offensive side of the field as much as they possibly could. They've taken advantage of it down here. Des Moines can still pull something out of this. They've got one more game this weekend, and I think you definitely want to get one there, at least bring one home from Nationals.
Yeah, North Texas about to move up to 2-0.
Who do they play next?
Give me a second.
Yeah, no worries. We've got number 36 for North Texas going back for a set shot.
Yeah, North Texas will play Oklahoma tomorrow at 9 a.m. And marks inside the square. This should be goal number 7 for the Devils. So number 32 for number 2, personally, and number 7 for the North Texas Devils. It's 7-6-48 to 2 straight 12 on the Watch AFL scoreboard. And there's the full-time siren, and it's been an absolutely dominating performance pressure-wise from North Texas, and that carries them home to their second win on today to hand Des Moines their second loss. Final score is 48-12.
Yeah, I don't think this is a game necessarily that Des Moines' pressure wasn't solid, and even in that first half, they started to get the play correct, and they were doing a great job running through the field. I think North Texas just handled the wind a little bit better than Des Moines did, and you just saw it hit the scoreboard. The longer you can leave the ball in your forward 50, the more scoring opportunities you're going to see, and that's what happened today. It was pretty clear.
Okay, so next up on this field, papers here somewhere. So the next game on this field will be the Seattle Grizzlies against the Denver Bulldogs in a women's Division I matchup. That comes up in about 10 minutes time. But for now, it's 7-6-48. The North Texas Devils defeat the Des Moines Roosters 2 straight 12. We'll be back.